5pmnation.com.
I tried to talk a real tough game in D.C. And all who disagreed, I called fake news. But when you're riding down the street and you ain't got enough to tweet, then CNN has got me beat. I lose. I wouldn't show my tax return in D.C. And yet they still made me the number one. The Bannon told me don't play nice, and Priebus gave me bad advice. So now I pay the price, and it's no fun. They say that I go paranoid in D.C. I said it wouldn't happen, not at all. Before I could count 1 to 10, Obama sent some small green men. I hear them now and then right down the hall. They said I wouldn't last too long in D.C. They said I'm better hosting on TV.
You're fired.
But they're dead wrong. I know they are. 'Cause I got this here on the top. I won't slow down till I'm a star in D.C.
He trolled him. He baited him. He trolled him. He baited him. He trolled him. He baited him. I wish I was that smart. See, that's the Trump dimension. That's the Trump dimension. He trolled him. That's the Trump dimension. He baited him. That's the Trump dimension. He trolled him. That's the Trump dimension. It's incredible. That's the Trump dimension. He trolled him. That's the Trump dimension. He baited him. I wish I was that smart. See, that's the Trump dimension. It's Trump. The plan of Trump. And thus, by extension, Trump. Trump just trolled you. But that's okay. It's Trump. The plan of Trump. And thus, by extension, Trump.
Sequence starts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh boy,
wow, what a stunning life you must have. What a stunning worldview.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's that time again. Matt Connarton Unleashed. In the afternoon, we are live on WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire, and on Comcast 97 in Manchester as well. Of course, streaming worldwide at WMNHradio.org and on Facebook on the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page. It is Tuesday, May 14th, 2019, and I am not alone, although this gentleman was alone earlier today. Ladies and gentlemen, host of the morning show, Mr. Peter White.
Yeah, wow. You heard about that this morning?
I did, yes. What happened? You were all by yourself.
We mentioned that. We actually played a clip of that song this morning.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And then I went on an Eric Carmen rant.
Eric Carmen?
Yes.
What could you possibly have about against Eric Carmen?
The song Hungry Eyes is about, that's like Family Man for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hungry Eyes.
He's got hungry eyes.
It's awful.
That's, some people have, maybe he needs corrective lenses. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. The song's from Dirty Dancing.
Maybe he needs LASIK.
I
had that done.
Did you? You had LASIK eye surgery?
I had LASIK like 20 years ago before they even called it LASIK. They weren't even calling it LASIK yet. But yeah, no, I really did. I used to be nearsighted.
Right. You were a test subject before they actually went and called it LASIK.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah.
Right.
At that time, they were calling it PRK, which stands for pre-refractory something. I forget what the K is. But yeah, it was the precursor to LASIK, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I still have not quite 20/20, but close.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't even read Rob Azevedo's book.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
Well,
the print is so small.
well, maybe...
No, I have to take a picture of a page and then read it on my phone.
Are you serious? The print is really that small?
Well, I think I need my eyes checked again.
Well, you have glasses.
Well, I know, but I think it might be time for a new pair.
Do you need bifocals? Are you farsighted?
Don't say that. I don't want that little line in my glasses.
Well, no, you can get them without the lines now. The technology is remarkable.
I want to be one of those guys that is driving around with those big, giant glasses on. Like they're almost like blinders, like sunglasses.
The Coke bottle glasses, like Mr. Magoo.
I'll never get like that. I don't think.
I would hope not.
No,
that looks terrible to
no,
have to wear
go
those.
Get the LASIK. I go to get the LASIK.
Yeah, why don't you?
I don't know.
If it's
I don't like surgery.
Oh no, it's not scary. It really isn't. They do it with lasers.
I don't know.
It's kind of fun. It was scary when I was a kid because they first developed the surgery in Russia. And originally they didn't do it with lasers. Originally they would actually go in there with some sort of scalpel type thing and reshape your cornea. Like not with lasers, but with like a thing.
Right.
That was scary. Like I saw that on TV and I was like, whoa, I'll never do that. But now they do it with
right.
lasers.
I'm very sensitive to the eyes.
They just go in and pew, pew. It's really not scary. I'm sensitive to the eyes too. That's why I could never wear contacts.
How long does it take?
Like when you're in the chair, like 5 minutes.
No way.
Yeah.
And that's it. You come out, you can see everything.
And that was 20 years ago. So today it's probably like 2 minutes. Like you probably sit in the chair.
You can probably do filters today.
Probably. Who knows what they do? And then they just go pew, pew with the lasers and then you're done.
Wow.
I recommend it. And apparently it's even cheaper if you go to Canada for it.
Oh, really?
When I had it done, it cost me $1,700 per eye. I just put it on the credit card. I had good credit at the time.
Oh, okay.
And but no, it was a sound investment.
A sound investment.
Yes.
All
yes. Right. By the way, hello to Dr. Jeff Cassell, who joins us in the Facebook live chat. Jenny is in there. Hello. Christian Cunard joins us. Tony Petrello. And then there's this guy, Peter White.
I definitely, I have herpes.
I don't know if you know him. And Jenny says, you guys just stink. Meh. Why do we just stink?
I don't know. Because, I don't know. She thinks I have herpes now. Thanks.
Oh, that must be why. Yeah. Herpes doesn't stink, does it?
I don't know.
Do you actually smell? Oh, right.
I don't know. I don't.
Oh, you don't. Yeah, right.
That was a match game
Oh,
question.
that's right. Yes.
You know what? I knew when I was saying that someone was going to grab that.
You texted me and even said that to me. You texted me and said, "I know you're going to use this."
Right, because
Yes. I had to.
I think I pre-planned in my head when I actually, because I wrote it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have herpes.
Right, because you went out of your way to say it, to phrase it that way,
Right.
clearly. So you set up the joke perfectly.
Normally I just call it herps.
Really?
No.
I thought maybe you were talking about Herpes, the Greek god.
No.
The Greek god of sexually transmitted diseases.
Is there one?
Speaking of sexually transmitted diseases, hey, did you know this is this guy, Bob Larson? He's an exorcist. Boy, this couldn't have worked out any better. Listen to this. I found him making this comment in a video.
All of it goes to God's glory. I just want to keep going higher and higher levels with God.
A lot of questions that we get have to do with the area of sexuality. What do you do if you're dating a Christian guy who has had premarital sex and is not regretful about it? As you may have heard me say before, when you have sex under these circumstances, you get an STD, a sexually transmitted demon.
Really? Only one?
That's why the Bible says, stop, stay away from it, flee fornication.
There you go. Avoid fornication. You won't get the, which is technically true, I suppose. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hey, Matt, how are you? It's your good friend here calling in just to check in, see how's everything going.
Everything's great. Peter White is here as well. Do you remember
Peter
this?
White?
Do you remember this gentleman on the phone?
I just tuned into the show here, and so I haven't heard anything, like literally none of the stuff just up until this moment. But I just am looking at him on the video screen. I have a question for you. Does he have herpes?
Yeah, I do not have herpes.
Funny, we were just talking about that.
Right, we are talking about STDs. And we were talking about...
Well, as I said, sir, I was not listening, so I did not know that. I just saw you on the screen, and you look to me as if you have herpes.
Well, right. Maybe. Well, I definitely don't. But I will tell you, I know...
Well, that's what... I'll be honest with
have.
you. I knew somebody who did have it, and
Yeah.
they told me that's what they said, too. They said they didn't have it.
Oh, really?
Was it Sam Cedar?
Well, they probably got it from me.
Oh. Oh, no.
You know, I get around, man.
Right. So you had herpes.
So you do have it?
I do not. I don't even have herpes simplex 2, which is a cold sore.
Ooh, I've had that.
Can
You know an awful lot about it. It sounds like.
Sure. I went to school and I paid attention.
Excellent. Health class.
That's right.
This gentleman's from Canada. I don't think they do that there.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they fornicate, so it's not even an issue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever had an STD?
Sorry?
Did you ever have an STD, a sexually transmitted disease?
Or a sexually transmitted demon,
Or
according
even-
to Bob Larson.
Or even like crab?
No, sir.
Even like
I have
crabs?
not, sir, and I do not. But it sucks that you do, and I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh,
Are you doing
okay.
anything? Are you being proactive to deal with it?
Yeah, it only flares up. Sometimes it goes like 5 years, and then you get a flare up. It goes away. You just never know when it's coming.
Because you say that you don't have it, then you act like you do. Do you have it or do you don't? I gotta go. I don't have a lot of time for this crap. I got stuff to do, man.
I don't.
You got herpes or not?
I do not.
Okay, Matt.
Jesus,
I'll call you
buddy.
later on off the air, and I'll ask you if this guy's got herpes. Okay.
Thank you. I'll find out for you.
Thank you. Bye.
You got it. Bye-bye.
Very confusing gentleman.
Yes, well, but in his defense, I mean, I can kind of understand. And look, this is something you kind of want to nail down, right? I mean, you want to know, like yourself. You want to know if you have it or not.
Well, yeah, I know I don't have it, though.
You don't have it.
I've never had a flare-up in my life.
You've never had a flare-up.
Right.
But you could.
Can it incubate in your system?
I don't know.
I don't know. I really don't know much about it.
All I know is, according to the STDs, according to the PSAs that I've seen, the public service announcements and various commercials over the years, it's all about suppression. So if you have it, you have to suppress it.
See, I don't know if you do. Well, maybe you do. It's not something you want to. If someone does have something like that, which, you know, if you're going to still be having sexual relations with someone, you have to let them know. Hey, you know what I mean?
Right. That's
what I heard anyway.
Probably doesn't get much further than that, though. Like if you tell someone that, they're probably like, okay.
No, I'm all set.
Yeah.
I'm all set. So why tell them?
You're right, exactly. It's going to blow the whole thing if you tell them.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so you just have to suppress it. Because I guess if you suppress it, they won't get it, maybe?
I don't know.
Or they're less likely to? I'm not sure how that works.
I don't know.
I've never had it either.
I don't think, well, once you have it, you can't get rid of it.
Right.
Right.
It's like that old Eddie Murphy joke. It stays with you forever, like luggage. Yeah.
That's right.
And you just walk around with it.
Wow.
Well, I get the little thing on my lip once every 2 years
And that
or
is
something.
that is a type of herpes.
It is, technically. Yeah.
Like if you kiss someone while you have that open sore on your
right.
lip.
But that supports my theory, what I was saying a minute ago about how if you suppress it, you don't... Because if there's nothing on my lip, then I'm not going to transmit it.
Right.
So
So
apparently it's extremely common.
Why does it... it is extremely common.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not a sexually transmitted disease. Is that?
Not if it's...
Did you get that from doing something?
Well, I doubt it because I'll just say this. I'm very vanilla.
Right. Okay.
People will hopefully know what I mean by that.
Yeah, you're just regular.
I don't want to go too far with this discussion because it sounds more like
I know it hasn't.
Yeah.
We're on the verge of getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, and when this is more of a discussion for Matt Connarton Unsheathed,
right?
The other program that I do, which is certainly not carried here on WMNH. On that show, we work blue, if you know what I mean.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it gets a little dicey. I'm legally prohibited from telling you how to find the show. In fact,
okay.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah, yeah. I had to sign something.
Oh.
Yes. It's very, it's all very disturbing. We have, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, so you're very vanilla.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I am. Let's see. Carol Becker is in the Facebook live chat. Funny, she always shows up in there when our friend calls, who thinks you're Sam Cedar. Carol says, hello, Matthew. I am back online off of my hiatus. That is wonderful. Carol is supposed to be going out on a date with John Hopwood at some point.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
What a catch.
She is warm for his form, if you know what I mean.
Wow.
Yes, indeed. I hope he doesn't have anything.
I don't think he does.
For Carol's sake. Jenny says, sure, it was a match game. Sure, Pete. Let's see. Carol says, where is Hopwood? I have some questions about our date.
Now, this is something that's... Wonder what will they do on a date? Where does John Hopwood take a girl on a date?
That's a good question.
What do you do?
Yeah.
Take him up to the VA?
Probably, yes.
Why
not?
Knows how to show a girl a good time.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, he's not going to like that. That's funny.
Oh, no, he'll like it. He knows.
You never know with him.
Right.
You never know with him,
I'll get him. Get him for saying that. No, but where does he take it? Where do you think John... You know what? John likes, nice dinner.
Yeah.
I would assume a nice dinner. John even likes movies, but I don't know I don't ever hear him saying like he ever went to the movies.
No. And he doesn't have any money. So that narrows it down a bit.
Well, the VA it is.
Yeah, yep, the VA or maybe Rock Rimmon, look at a nice view of the city.
Channel 23.
Channel 23, yes.
The lobby.
Oh, yes. Or he could have her on his show.
Now that's impressive.
Yes, there you go.
Hey, come on my TV show.
That's big time television there.
Right.
Let's see. Carol says,
what does Carol like?
Oh, that's a good question. What do you like, Carol?
Like, what do you like? Where do you want to go?
Yeah. Yeah.
And where do you see this date going?
Oh, she's also asking for some, I'll play my favorite bit of smooth jazz here. Carol Becker is requesting some smooth jazz, and I think it's because it reminds, it's romantic. It reminds her of John Hopwood.
Really?
I mean, that I don't know if you heard the show that day, the Matt Connarton Smooth Jazz Experience. It was a big hit. Easy G loved it. Everyone loved the...
I heard.
There's some smooth... Listen to that bass. Boy, I'll tell you. Puts me in the mood.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, what does John play in the car while you're driving to the date?
Oh, that's a good question. He probably listens to books on tape.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm thinking maybe something by Noam Chomsky.
Right. That's a way to get him.
Yes. Let's see. Jenny says, I think the caller wants a date with Pete and is struggling with the STD.
No struggle with the STD.
That would explain, though, why he was so concerned about it, why it mattered so much to him.
Right.
He might have been a little hot for you.
Oh, I don't know.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, I know.
2019. You know.
Oh, no, geez. I've been attracting gay guys since I was younger.
I have two, actually. Gay dudes love me.
Yeah, same here.
Yes.
I went to a Pet Shop Boys concert once, and I mean, geez. It was like, I mean, you know, they were licking their lips. And I'm
Wow.
like, hey, I just like the Pet Shop Boys.
Licking their chops.
Right.
Carol says, can you post a link to that show? I think she's referring to Matt Connarton Unsheathed. No, Carol, I am legally prohibited from helping you find it. She says, asking for a friend. Jenny says, yes, vanilla. Carol says, Matt, I have not been online in 1 month. I am not associated with any callers, ! And then Carol says, he said we'd go to Pizza Hut. Well, doesn't Pizza Hut have that pizza buffet?
Yeah, but that's at like 11 o'clock in the morning till 1 in the afternoon. So you have to get up early, Carol.
That's perfect for John Hopwood.
Yep, 2 sodas, and that's probably $15, all you can eat.
Ooh. Jenny says, so taking you to Bear Week, or taking you two to Bear Week in P-Town.
I've been to P-Town.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that how you discovered the gay dudes love you?
No. This is just going way back.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, some bar or something. Like some guy came up to me once. I was probably like 23 years old. He goes, oh, my friend likes you over there. And I got excited for a second. And I'm like, I'm like, well, where's your friend? Oh, right there. And it's just like some dude. And he's waving at me. And, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, no, sorry.
He looks like he has man parts.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it's just not my thing.
Right. Yes. So have you tried to read Rob's book? You said the print is very small.
Yeah, but that's just my problem with it. It's really not that small. I can't believe I'm even complaining about the book. I've been carrying it around with me, and I've been talking about it and stuff. Because he's coming on the show next week. I think,
very nice.
I think the book drops or he's going to be doing some event over at the Bookery.
Do books drop? I don't know if books drop. I mean, songs drop, right? You know, so-and-so dropping a new song.
Well, I don't
know if books actually drop.
Right. I think it's like anything else. It comes out, all the new stuff comes out on Tuesday.
Right. Is that even true anymore?
I don't know. It used to, though, right?
It used to.
Tuesday was the day. Like any new release would come out on a Tuesday.
I can tell you, though, because I used to work for a retail chain, and you did too before I did. And you were long gone by the time I worked there, but we worked for the same retail chain. And I remember new stuff would come out on Tuesdays for years and years, but then like toward the end of my tenure there, it had kind of become such a free-for-all because Walmart just puts out anything whenever they want.
Okay.
So it's like if you have a Walmart in the city where you're working, they just tell you, well, if Walmart's going to do that, we'll just do that. Oh, hello to Stephen Philbrook in the Facebook live chat. But, I'd like to have Rob on, too, at some point to talk about his book. He does host a show here, of course, Granite State of Mind.
That's right.
Fridays at 6 p.m., yes. It's quite the family we hear at WMNH. And speaking of family here at WMNH, there's a member of the extended family who I saw today.
Oh.
I mentioned this to you earlier. I was on Elm Street. I had to come down to get the mail. I had to go to the post office box. That's where I get my mail because, as you know, I am homeless. And no, I'm kidding. Actually, I shouldn't even joke about that because a local politician will start stalking me trying to take my picture, so he can post it on Facebook. But no, we have a post office box here for the business because we don't want to use our home address for that. So I was going to the post office and I'd stopped at a crosswalk because I saw this gentleman who needed to cross the street, and he was kind of shuffling along. And he had a big red umbrella, and it was none other than our very own, your entertainment reporter, Mr. Eric Gagnon, also known as Easy G.
Okay.
And I see him, and I stop to let him cross, and I roll the window down, and I yell, Easy G, and I wave, and he ignored me.
Right, that's what he does.
That's what he's done to you on more than one occasion, if I'm not mistaken.
He walked right by. I think he even looked at me and just continued to walk by.
That's what he did to me. I have been Easy G'd.
You have.
And I don't understand. It's not like I'm some lowly autograph seeker.
No, it's like he's just in his own world and he doesn't want to be bothered.
Right.
The price of fame.
Yes. But I stopped for him and everything. I mean, I could have mowed him down. Well, I would have gone to prison if I'd done that. But,
right.
yeah.
You wouldn't, you know.
But still.
Or just step on his foot and be done.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, I did some, by the way, his condition, I did some checking on WebMD, and pretty sure an amputation is in his future.
Oh, don't say that.
A double amputation, yeah.
No.
So you probably won't see him on the show anymore.
Well, I don't know. You can't say that. What do you
Well,
mean?
you might have to carry him up here.
Well, I don't know. Well, wait a second. If you're an amputee, I think there are ways you can still get around.
No, Eric won't be able to.
You're right. You just sit in one spot.
Right, yeah. So he'll be, so you've probably seen the last of him.
He showed me a picture of himself and his sister back in 1988.
Yes.
Yes, did you see it?
Wow, no. I'm curious, too.
He looks the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he have a mullet in 88?
No, he kind of looked the same.
Really?
Yeah.
He had the giant head, though?
I wouldn't even say maybe his body. Yeah, no.
Because our heads continue to grow, I think, especially if you take steroids.
Really?
Which I'm pretty sure he has because he's pretty buff.
Your head continues to grow.
Well, I know our ears and our nose do. I don't know if our whole head does.
Because if you look at William Shatner when he was on Star Trek, and you look at him now, it's like his face just got huge.
Well, he's had a lot of Botox, too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's all Botoxed out.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. They used to, when he was on Boston Legal, did you ever see the show Boston Legal?
Oh, yeah.
If you remember, they wrote that into the script, like there would be jokes about his character having had Botox.
Okay. Denny Crane.
Denny Crane, yes. I used to love that show. Yeah, I remember there was a new character was introduced, and she meets Denny Crane, and she says to somebody, "Why does this man's face look like it's about to explode?"
Right, it does.
Yes. So he looked the same in 1988?
Pretty much young, a little bit younger, maybe a little bit smaller.
About 30 years younger, I would think.
Right,
yeah.
but still, you could tell it was him.
Yeah. Did he have, like, looking at that picture, like, could you see the star power in the photo?
No.
Like, no.
Absolutely not.
Right.
He wouldn't have had a shot if it wasn't for me.
Right. That's true. I mean, he does kind of owe his entire career to you.
Well, really, who got him in? The first show he ever went on was Bear and the Big Guy, Mike Doyle and Phil Crosdale's show or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Is that what it was called, Bear and the Big Guy?
Yeah. It was after Further Review with Bear and the Big Guy.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, right.
Right.
Oh.
And, yeah, so I think they were the first people to invite Eric into the world of Manchester Public Television.
So they kind of gave him his start.
Yeah, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And then
so you might be taking a little too much credit there for all of his success.
No way, because that was a long time ago. That was like 10 years ago.
No, that's true.
And Eric was still a nobody.
Right.
And now he's Easy G.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
I know. Didn't he make a public appearance recently somewhere or something?
Yeah, at the Seeds of Hope fashion show.
Oh, was he walking the runway?
No, he was just in the audience. Came to support me.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well, that's not really making an appearance.
Well, he sat there with my mom.
Oh, okay.
And everybody.
Was your mom excited was she like all nervous to meet him?
No, actually,
big
she goes,
star?
"Oh, I hope I don't have to sit next to Eric."
Right.
And then she said he was very great.
Oh, good.
Right.
Yeah. But why did she not want to sit next to him initially?
Well, she hears him on the radio.
And she was intimidated by his star power?
No.
Oh.
She hears him on the radio and hears how annoying he is sometimes.
Right.
He gets on my last nerve, especially at 7 o'clock in the morning.
We have a call, and
7 o'clock in the morning it starts.
Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this? Hello? Is it the Phantom?
Oh, hello, guys.
Well, hello, Easy G.
Hey, Ease, what's going on?
I never saw you today. I apologize. I never saw you.
Oh, I rolled down the window. I yelled your name like a young groupie, just so excited to see you. And you just walked on by.
Yeah, it's funny, Peter, because the other day I was at Creamland, not today, but Monday, and my boss says, "Hey, come here a minute." I said, "Well, what's going on?" She goes, "I want you to message Peter White because I got something going on with one of my kids." So I messaged you, but apparently you never got it because I checked the Facebook page and you never received it.
Oh, I haven't seen anything. Why? Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, she just wanted me to promote one of her kids because his kid's going to be in a musical. One of her kids, Down syndrome.
Okay.
He's going to be in a musical this Saturday. So when I go to work tomorrow, I'll have her write it down again, and I'll bring it in on Friday because I don't know. I don't think she's Facebook friends with you.
Okay, well.
And I don't think the message has received to you because I checked the page today, and the message wasn't on the
really
on Facebook.
Well, can I ask?
I think you're going to be Facebook friends with the person, right? In order for the message to get received.
Sort of. Well, what'll happen is if you message someone you're not already friends with, typically they'll get a message. I think it's called a message request in their Facebook, and they either see it or they don't. And if they see it, they can click on it and then authorize you to send the messages or something. But, Eric, I have a practical question. Why not just work it into your entertainment report? And then you'd have something brand new in there.
Oh, yeah, but this thing is Saturday.
Yeah.
So when I come in on Friday, I'll have it write it down again, and then I'll promote it then.
Well, that's what I meant.
Saturday.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I went in today to get my paycheck, and my boss said, "Oh man, I listened to the first hour, I didn't hear it." And I said, "Well, I'll check into it." And
did she blame you?
And she said, "Oh, can't you just call him?" I said, "No, I don't want to bother him."
I'm sure Peter would.
Nicole said the event's not until Saturday.
I'm sure he'd love to
goes,
hear from
my
you, though.
other half listened to it the whole 2 hours, and he never mentioned it.
You guys talk on the phone sometimes,
well,
don't you?
Find out you never get the message.
Oh, you never got the
why
message.
You didn't mention it.
That's probably why. Why didn't you? Why didn't you call
boy.
into the show though? You could have.
Now she knows I'm a big star on the radio, so he wants me to promote all these things. It's funny.
That's the price of fame, EZG. The price of fame.
Maybe I should just tell her on Wednesday. It'd be better if you come on the radio and you promote it.
Right.
Maybe I should tell her that.
Yeah, tell her that. Be like, hey, why don't you do it yourself, B?
I know when I first told her I was on the radio, and I said, maybe you should come in and promote what's going on with Creamland. She goes, no way in hell, she told me. She goes, I'm not doing that.
Well, wait a minute, though. Haven't you been talking about having a Creamland segment on the show?
Yes, I actually I pitted Creamland against Goldenrod the other day.
Yes.
So let's have it write it down again, and I'll promote it myself on the show on Friday.
Well, I'm sorry, man. I didn't get the message.
I don't think Peter, you ever got the message because I checked your page and I didn't see the message on there.
I know, and I didn't get the if I got the message, of course I would have said it.
I'm not an imbecile.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Are you mad?
Sorry about that, Matt. If I would have seen you, I definitely would have said hi, but I didn't see you, so I apologize.
At first, I wasn't sure it was you. I saw the, you were carrying that red umbrella, and I was like, "Is that EZG under?" Oh my God, that's EZG.
I must have just came out of. Was I crossing the street to go down to the Margaritas? Is that where you saw me?
Yes. Well, you were crossing in the other direction, away from Margaritas, but yes, it was at that intersection.
Oh, okay. I was going headed to Intown because I was checking with Trixie or Melody. Melody happened to be there today, and see what's going on with some events on their horizon. So I'll get some new stuff to talk about next Monday.
Oh, so you can compile a brand new entertainment report.
Old stuff. So I've been scrounging around trying to find some new.
Oh, last week was unbearable. It was unbearable.
All right, I gotta go. So have a great rest of your show.
Bore the living hell out of everybody.
Right.
All right, bye, EZG. Well, an apology.
His entertainment report is dying a slow death. It just won't die though.
But I mean, I think of Eric's entertainment report as it's like when you go to a concert and you see one of your favorite bands. You've heard all those songs a million times. But when you're there live, you want to hear the hits, right?
Right.
That's kind of like Eric's entertainment report. You want to hear the hits.
And one good thing about it, if you miss it, don't worry. It'll be on again the next week.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
Damn.
Let's see. Hello to Gia in the Facebook live chat. Oh, Stefan says, I attended Rob's book reading in Concord. It was awesome, laughed, and cried. Very nice, very nice.
Well, Stefan gets emotional.
Is he an emotional person?
Well, I mean, are you going to go to Rob's book thing and cry?
I wouldn't expect to cry.
I mean, was it that moving?
I mean,
no. I mean, I don't think Stefan cries every day. Maybe he does.
Maybe he does.
It's good to cry. When's the last time you cried?
Me?
Yeah.
I
don't know why. Jeez.
I cried the first time I ever heard Amanda McCarthy play.
Me too.
Yes.
Right.
I wept openly.
It's good to cry like that.
It is.
Your eyes are watering up talking about it.
Yeah, they are, yes. And I remember thinking this song is like, it's like she's singing it right to me.
Right. And you don't know why.
And I don't know why. All I do is stalk her and talk about her all the time on somebody else's show.
Right.
Try not to be creepy about it. And, I don't know. And now she's here and she's singing.
And you don't know why.
Oh, boy.
And you don't know why.
Quite a memory, and I don't know why. I don't know why.
Oh, boy.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why either. I got to pull it together here. It's been
I needed a good cry.
Ooh, boy.
I needed a good cry.
It's been a very special Matt Connarton Unleashed.
Right.
Thus far.
What do you think of this weather, Matt?
The weather makes me want to cry.
Right.
It's like we get one or two nice days here and there, and then it's more rain.
Yeah, and I don't know why.
I don't know why. Makes me want to cry. I don't know why. When I was a kid, I remember watching Saturday Night Live. Do you remember the Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy?
I love that, yes.
I love those too, and my all-time favorite one is, he says, my son asked me the other day, Dad, why does it rain? And I said, when it rains, it means God is crying. And he said, why is God crying? And I said, probably because of something you did. That's my favorite Deep Thoughts.
Nice. There's a whole book of those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jack Handy was the actual name of the writer on SNL.
Right.
I only know that. I figured that out because I remember watching the closing credits and seeing Jack Handy's name in there.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, that's actually the name of the guy.
They were great, though. Those were really, really great. And they were only little snippets, too.
Oh, yeah, they were quick,
only,
yeah. And then they had the Lost Deep Thoughts, which were kind of twisted and weird. Angela Philbrook says, Eric didn't annoy me at all. Angela, was she the one who was annoyed with Lisa?
Well, obviously she's annoyed with me because I said he was No, see, this is what happens in the morning. And it's me and Easy's relationship. Okay, so he comes in around 6:40, 20 minutes before we're even on the air.
Yes.
And just peppers me with all these questions.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm familiar with that.
I have to put my head. And here's the thing: when I'm getting ready in the morning, as far as the show goes, when I get here and I'm trying to get everything in place, so we can do the show. I put my headphones on now, so I can't hear him.
Right.
And yeah, I don't know. And then I'll tell him, try to stay on subject, bud. Try not to interrupt.
Yeah.
And he goes right for it. He goes right for the jugular.
Yes.
And then I get a reaction like, come on. And then he gets mad at me and won't talk for a half an hour. But I love the guy.
Yes, of course. Of course. Don't we all?
Right. So that's just the relationship I have with Eric. I'm not being mean. He's driving me nuts.
Right. Yes. But it's, you're being driven nuts with love. There's an affection there that you have for Eric. He's like an older brother to you, probably.
Well, I don't.
Is that too far?
That's way too far.
Okay.
I don't know what he is.
Yeah.
What is he to me? He's my friend.
Like an older cousin?
Not even that.
No.
Not even that, man.
No. It's just like
maybe a pen pal.
Right. Right. Yeah, pen pal. Have you exchanged letters?
No.
Oh.
No, but that means he'd be away from me. So
that's true. Yeah. Maybe he's more just like some weird dude who's in your life. What about that? Is that an app?
I don't think he's he's not a weird dude that's in my life.
No, okay.
I genuinely like the guy.
No, we all do. I noticed you started to say love and then you changed it to like.
Wow, yeah, really.
I did notice that.
Another therapy session.
I did
Great.
notice that. I genuinely like the guy.
I don't know why.
No, well, there you go.
I don't know why.
You're all we're all getting weepy today. It's all this weather.
It is.
Yeah.
The gray skies.
Between gray skies and Amanda McCarthy, we're all just very weepy.
Right.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if it can get any lower.
We used to do Up the Street. I think you and Gorman came by one time when we used to do Glenn's show.
Oh,
at that little basement studio up the street.
Yeah, I think Glenn has the world record for most knickknacks on a TV show.
Yeah, Friday nights, it was strictly online. You guys came down, and Amanda McCarthy performed there once. And I thought she was going to cry.
Really?
Because the whole thing was just so weird.
It's fun, though. That was fun down there.
No, it was. That was a lot of fun. Those were good times. But Amanda did come and play there once, and it was odd, and I could kind of sense.
Did you cry?
I didn't cry.
Right.
I thought she was going to cry if things got too weird. I don't know why. But no, it was a good time. But it was strange. So Gia in the Facebook live chat says, hashtag Matt's groupie. Heidi Hamer joins us. Frank Potato joins us. Frank was a drummer in a band that I used to play in many years ago. I played a little snippet of one of our songs yesterday.
You know, I had a beer the other day at the Shaskeen, and I talked to a guy. Can't even remember his name. He gave me his card. It's here somewhere.
Yeah?
And he knows you.
Oh.
He's a friend of yours.
Oh, well.
And
At the Shaskeen?
Yeah, but he was in a band that starts with an E. I don't have the card with me right now.
Yeah, I know a lot of folks in the music scene.
Yeah,
because I used to play in a lot of bands.
That's what he said.
But he didn't happen to book bands at the Shaskeen, did he?
No,
Okay.
he was just there enjoying whatever cocktail he was having.
Oh, okay, all right. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, but he knew about the station here and all that.
So. Yeah. Oh, very good, very good. Let's see. Heidi Hamer says, "No way in hell." Quote easy.
No way in hell. What?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Heidi. The Honorable Heidi Hamer.
Right.
Stefan says, I get teary-eyed all the time. You must attend the reading at the Bookery to find out.
Right. Will he cry again?
Wow. That's a lot of... Well, he says he cries all the time, so I guess he's used to it.
Oh, Steph.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And hello to Chris Rose in the Facebook live chat. You remember Chris?
I told you I love Chris.
Yes. He was probably there that day that you went down to the...
I always say Chris, and I always say it. Great broadcaster.
Oh, yeah, he's got a great radio voice.
He's
got
radio
a
voice.
deep voice. Yeah, absolutely. Chris says, hey, guys. So very nice. So this morning turned out okay, right? But it was just you. So it was you. We haven't talked about that, right? So what happened exactly? It was just you in the beginning of the show.
Right. Well,
everyone deserted you.
Well, you know what? It was like 10 of 7, and I'm like, wow, where the hell is everybody?
Yeah.
Because, usually I just sit there and they trickle in.
Right.
And I was like, well, I didn't call anybody yesterday. I just assumed everyone was going to be there.
Right.
And so I called Daryl at 10 of 7.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, you on your way? Oh, you didn't call last night. I didn't know if you needed me today, which is true. That tends to be what we do. And I was like, oh, okay. Why don't you come on down then? And he goes, well, it takes me 3 hours to get ready.
3 hours? Did he literally say that?
Well, 2 hours. Okay.
You're
exaggerating. It takes him a while. He goes,
Yeah.
I can be there for the last hour. I said, put some pajamas on. We're on the radio. Come on down.
Right.
So he made it in by like 7:25, which is very, very nice of him. And
Yes.
Daryl is a guy, I've known him for a little while now, about a year now. And Daryl is a guy that is very well put together. He dresses, he dresses nice. He's, everything, and he was just a little disheveled. He tried so hard this morning, but I noticed that, looked like he had just woke up.
Yeah.
He needs that time in the morning to stretch out and...
Sure.
Because he's not a young guy like us.
No.
I forget that when I'm talking. You know what I mean? I forget people's age sometimes. And it's not bad, it's not a bad thing that,
Right.
that anyone's, older or anything. But I do forget. I'm like, yeah, come on, let's hurry up. Let's go.
Right. I mean, at a certain point, those bones are creaking and... Or bones don't creak. I'm sorry. Joints are creaking. And
Right.
Bones are decalcified or something.
Well,
and,
it takes you a little while to get going.
Right.
I have days like that, too.
Sure.
So it was great to have, but the funny one was I called Paulie C.
Yeah.
And I said, I woke him up out of a sound sleep. He
Yeah.
goes, hello. The typical, hello.
Right.
I'm like, hey, Paul, come on, let's do the show. I said, we're going to have a lot of fun. He goes, okay, what time is it? I said, it starts in 10 minutes. And then he's like, I got to get myself together. And then I think he fell back asleep because he called in the last half hour of the show.
Yes.
So, yeah, I was sitting there by myself and I'm like, okay, I'm not used to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow. I was just about to introduce somebody and I'm like, oh, wow, it's just me today.
Yeah.
And I did my days of the week and I was interacting with people in the Facebook Live room. Because Angela Philbrook, or I don't know, somebody said, oh, he sounds so lonely. And then I'm like, I really wasn't lonely because of the audience.
Well, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
There's not a...
You're never truly alone.
No.
No.
So I'm like, yeah. And I told the story of calling Daryl and calling Paul, and, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then someone even said, oh, is this the Matt show? Heidi said that, I think.
That
just
isn't-
because I was alone, you do the show alone once
yeah,
in a
yeah.
while. Would you say once a week you're by yourself?
Yeah, probably on average, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's 2 hours to talk by yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but when I'm alone, I talk about politics, so it's easy.
Right,
Because it's easy to find things to talk about. There's always something going on.
Sure.
Especially with Mr. Trump. So
I haven't even been paying attention to that either.
Really? Yeah.
No, I don't know why. I'm just I've been boycotting the news. I don't know. I haven't watched any news lately, and I feel great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it can be cleansing for some people. I'm addicted. I'm a political junkie.
I am too. I'll have the news channel on all day long, like just in case waiting for something to happen.
Right.
And but I haven't in the past, like I'm going to say 3 or 4 weeks.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I could make up some stuff, and you wouldn't even know I was kidding.
Well, I mean, I kind of know. I'll check the headlines online in the morning, but I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Well,
And then
that's true.
It was a weird show today, and then Carol came on, and she was tired.
Yeah.
And I don't know. She probably we were just kind of, it was just small talk. And then I started talking about Grease 2.
Yes. Grease 2, Electric Boogaloo, as I like to call it.
I know, but that's not it, though. That's Breakin'.
Oh, right. I get these things confused.
Did you go to the theater to see the movie Breakin'?
I never did. I didn't see the first or second one in the theater. I might have seen them on VHS. I liked Grease 2 when I was a kid.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
I know.
It's great.
It's just nothing to hate about it, really.
No, it's some great songs in it. Like Maxwell Caulfield's song Charades, when he's walking down the halls of Rydell High.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't really remember.
Oh.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember any of the music from it.
Michael is, the cool rider, the guy on the bike.
Right.
That Johnny Nagarelli hates.
Ah, Johnny Nagarelli.
Right. Mr. Nagarelli.
It's funny. I liked Grease 2 when I was a kid, but I remember so little about it.
Really?
Yeah, but I remember a lot about Grease 1 because everyone remembers everything about Grease 1.
Right, because everyone, yeah.
But, I just...
Stranded at the drive-in, stranded like a fool.
Is that from Grease 2?
Grease 1.
Oh, that's from Grease 1.
Anybody? What will they say Sunday at school? It's the song Sandy.
Yeah.
The movie Grease, man.
I know. I haven't seen it, though, in like 30 years.
Did I kind of sound like John
like
Travolta?
Literally. You kind of did. I've never heard you sing before. It's actually not bad. Wow, what else can you sing?
Well, that's about it.
You have a golden throat.
Right, yes.
Yes, wow. The golden-throated Peter White. So Daryl was here eventually, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Carol had nothing to... Someone told me, tell me if this is true, because I don't really know Carol very well, but somebody told me, like, how Paul Cormier, apparently I'm the only one who says his last name correctly, which he appreciates, by the way. He always gives me a big hug because of it, because everyone else says his last name wrong, but he always gives me a warm embrace.
Well, why doesn't he tell everybody it's Cormier?
I think he just doesn't want it to be awkward, but,
right.
I'm a stickler.
It's Cormier, all right?
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, he should do that. But I'm a stickler for pronouncing names correctly, whether it's Paul Cormier or Kim Jong-un. And someone told me recently that Carol's last name is actually pronounced Rubidoux.
Yeah.
And that everyone says it wrong. Do you know if that's true?
Well, here it is. It's in Manchester, most people would say Robidoux.
Right.
Robidoux.
Yeah.
And then we asked her about this when we first started the show. Is it Robidoux or Robidoux or Robidoux?
Well, I heard it's actually Rubidoux.
Well, I don't know if you want to say it like that.
Well, that's what someone told me, though, is actually the correct pronunciation. And then I guess it got changed when her ancestors came through Ellis Island or something. I don't know how that works.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that's like her original ancestral name. I don't know if that's true.
I don't know. You'd have to ask.
I mean, you know her better than me. I've only met her a couple times. I don't really know.
No. I'll see her Thursday night. We're going to the Schmooze and Booze event.
Oh, the Schmooze and Booze.
Yeah, it's for the Temple Israel.
Yes.
We're not even Jewish and we're going. It's great.
Wow.
No, it really is. It's great. They use it as this is their big fundraiser for the year.
Yes.
And it really is. It's a big dance party.
Oh, very nice. You're going to do some schmoozing and boozing.
Well, you know what? Last year I went with Carol. We had a blast.
Uh-huh.
And there was a lot of people there. Hung out with Alderman Tim Baines for a little bit. So I mean, this is a place to go where there's definitely a lot of people and a lot of good conversation and a lot of fun.
A lot of schmoozing and boozing.
Right.
Yes. Oh, hello to Ben Dion in the Facebook live chat.
Ben Dion.
Oh, Stefan says, Pete, you tough guy, hasn't music ever moved you to tears?
Yeah, no. When I said I'm not making, no, because I was just like, oh, Stefan. I was like, because I mean, it's you know, I like that he cries like that. Yeah, I've been moved. Yeah.
John Boehner used to cry a lot. Remember John Boehner?
Oh my God,
Speaker of the House. He was a weepy guy.
Yeah, I get weepy. I'm not saying I'm a tough guy.
Right.
You know, I keep a lot in though.
You do.
What do you mean? You're saying you know that?
We all do. We're men.
Right. Like I don't. You know.
We stuff it all down inside.
Yeah. So, but I mean. Yeah, no, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Do you have a lot of rage?
I don't.
Deep down?
I don't.
Deep down?
No.
Even when you're sitting there with Easy G?
I just don't like to be irritated by Easy G.
Right.
That's what I was just going to say.
Right.
No, not a lot of rage. A
lot of angst.
No angst. That was, that's a long time ago.
Frustration?
No frustration.
No, that's good.
Well, you can bring up easy.
Right. Yeah. Murderous thoughts, like
never.
Where you just want to put your hands around someone's giant bloated throat and just start squeezing.
I don't think I could do that.
Okay.
That doesn't. No.
Oh, well, all right.
I'm a very caring guy.
Right. No, I just mean
very sympathetic, caring guy.
Maybe there's just some moments though when you're in the middle of the morning show and somebody's getting to you and you
you know what? That's radio.
Think about hitting them with something blunt, like you got a guy there. He's doing this entertainment report, and you're just like, oh, I just want to choke him.
No.
That's good.
Maybe a tap out the window, maybe.
Sure.
Accidents happen, Matt.
Accidents do happen. Maybe a sharp elbow to the side of the head, just...
It is. It's all, you know what, and you can attest to this. It really is, all about making a fun radio show.
Yes.
It really is. Oh, good. Peter's irritated today. Keep jabbing him, Ease.
Right.
If you don't want to see me go,
Yeah, well, I did tell you off air earlier. I was laughing out loud when listening to yesterday's entertainment report because that was
I'm sorry for that.
It was great because that was like kind of the meanest isn't the right word, but it was kind of the most sort of. I'm not sure what the right word is, but you were more letting him know even more than usual how much
it was bad. How bad it was.
I'm trying to be sensitive about it, which is actually funny given that a second ago I was imagining you choking him.
Well, not only is the information redundant every week,
right?
He does not deliver it in an entertaining way.
Right.
When you're an entertainment reporter, this week in entertainment.
That's true.
That's
true. It would be difficult to imagine him on Entertainment Tonight.
And this is what he does. This is my 86 entertainment report.
TV show of the week is Welcome Back, Kotter.
Right. I'm reading this book. This book right here.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
So you can see how that would get to you at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Right. Yes.
Again, though, love having him here.
Yes, of course.
He's part of the show.
He is part of the show, clearly. I was trying to poach him for a long time, trying to get him to be my entertainment reporter.
Well, good, because the joke's on you. Yeah. The joke's on you, my friend.
Apparently. I wanted him to spend some time discussing the art of French meme,
and
he couldn't agree to those terms.
Yeah, I don't think he does that.
Yeah, just 5 or 6 minutes at the top of the entertainment report.
Don't worry, he'll change the subject. Don't worry.
Right. I've noticed. He just kind of. So what? Is he? Do you think he even notices when you're playing those clips?
Yeah, I just think
it kind of comes off like he doesn't.
No,
like he's just tuning it out.
No, he's just doing his entertainment report.
Because he's a pro. That's what it is. He's such a pro that he just keeps going. Nothing deters him.
See, I feel bad now. Stefan said that about, I'm a tough guy. You don't cry. Well, yeah, okay. I do cry once in a while, Stefan.
How often would you say?
Me cry?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that much.
Oh, Well, you said once in a while.
Well, once in a while, I don't...
Like once a year?
Oh, maybe one. I don't even know about once a year.
Once every 2 years?
I don't. What about you?
I don't think I've cried since like 1986.
No way. You haven't cried?
Trying to think.
You have to cry. You have to let it out.
Yeah, I mean, like I've gotten teary-eyed and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, that's all right. I think that's what we mean.
But like actual,
I don't
like
think Stefan
crying.
Right. I don't think Stefan during Rob Azevedo's reading was actually bawling his eyes out. Like,
Right.
oh, I need some tissues.
You don't think he was openly weeping?
No, I think he was, meaning his eyes watered up because he was moved.
Oh.
Because he was moved.
Right, yeah.
Which doesn't necessarily mean you're sad.
Well, that's true. That's true. Oh, there was a movie or a show or something I saw recently where I felt a little choked up at the end.
No way.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was now, though, which is odd because you would think I would remember if it moved me that much.
I'm going to tell you a funny story about being moved.
Sure.
This is going way back with me and my ex-wife. I haven't told this story ever.
You don't tell a lot of stories. I'm very curious, although we do have figures.
Okay.
We do have a call.
Remind me.
Hold that story. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this? Please turn down your radio, whoever this is.
Yeah.
Or your computer. Hello, anybody there?
All right.
Yes, Matt. This is Father Bruno.
Father Bruno Sarducci. How are you, Father?
Yes, I'm listening to your show. It's a good show, but there's a little too much talk about crying,
Ah, yes.
You don't want to have no crybaby on your show.
Well, no, but someone said that, like, I didn't cry, and I kind of said, oh, Stefan cries all the time, he said, and I kind of... Yeah, so
Yeah.
I didn't want him to take offense to that, that's all.
Right. But what's wrong with that? Does the Lord not like crying, Father?
Well, it's not the manly. I'm I'm a viewer of Fox News,
Yes.
and this is the news program for the manly people who supported Donald Trump and who believe in God. And I got a feeling the Peter White guy, he's not a believer.
Oh.
I don't think he's a Catholic. White, it doesn't sound a Catholic to me.
Well, no, I was raised Catholic. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you were?
Oh, yeah. Went to CCD, did it all.
Oh, very good. See, Father?
And did you cry a lot when you were a kid in Catholic school? Did you go to Catholic school?
No, I used to go to CCD, which was like once a week on Mondays after school was done. We'd go to St. Joe's over here and, for another great hour and a half, talk about Jesus.
Well, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with talking about a Jesus?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. That's what we used to do. I was just explaining it.
Right.
Yeah, you were being a little sarcastic.
I was not being
I've
sarcastic.
heard people like you before. This is why I don't trust you.
I was not being sarcastic.
Peter White.
I was not being
I don't trust you. You mock a God.
I do not.
Yeah,
Is there a God?
That's what you say now, but I heard a little bit of sarcasm in your voice, and now you're trying to clean it up. I'm watching this show. I'm hearing a lot of chit chat. Normally, when I watch this show, I want substance.
Right.
I don't like the Peter White chit chat about the people who used to be on the show, which nobody watches anyway.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Yeah. So this is, I'm trying to call you. I'm trying to guide you, Matt.
Yes.
I know you are a good Catholic, or you want to be, and somehow you strayed away from the flock. I don't know why.
I did, yes. I certainly did, yes.
But you need to be around a good Catholic people that do not mock God or make some sarcastic joke about Jesus.
Well, maybe...
like a Peter White.
Maybe there's an opportunity here, Father. Maybe... Peter, would you be willing to maybe do a confession while we have Father Bruno on the phone?
Well, I actually left the Catholic Church, and I never made I was never confirmed, so I never finished. So I will say that
I never was either confirmed. Actually,
yeah. Well, I knew you were not a good Catholic.
Well, I was
Peter
pulled
White.
out
I knew
of there.
that in my heart. I could see it, and I have listened enough to you now to know that you're not a godly person. Maybe you are godless commie scum. Maybe you like the Bolsheviks.
Oh, my parents...
Maybe you want to vote for Bernie Sanders, a communista.
No, my parents pulled me out because there was a creepy priest. Is that
for real?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, now you go too far.
That's right.
Now you go too far. Spreading the lie about a Catholic Church. It's a made-up story. It's news, and you're spreading it. This is what I mean, Matt. You got to get this guy off of your show.
He was a creep.
He's making a trouble. He's making a trouble for the church. There's so many like him. They're the Antichrist.
Oh, well, that's going a little far, isn't it, Father? I think he just...
I don't think you can go far when you're dealing with Satan. He's Satan's nephew. I can see it.
He's
right.
Satan's nephew. My goodness.
Jeez, maybe I can get in DEF CON.
Oh, very exciting. I don't know.
Yeah, see, this is all a big happy joke for Peter White, because he don't respect anything.
Hey,
but I'm just calling you. You got to watch it. People are judged by the company they keep.
Right.
You know that.
I know.
Jesus, he was always around the good people except for one. Yeah. Peter White. That would have been Peter White if he lived 2,000 years ago.
So 2,000 years ago, Peter White would have been Judas, is what you're saying.
Oh, come on now.
Of course, it's true. He knows it. He walked away from the church. He admits it.
See?
It's so very sad. Both of you need to tune in to Fox News. You need to watch Sean Hannity. He's going to tell you the truth. You probably watch the other shows. You're probably watching, CNN, the Communist News Network. Or you're watching, Rachel Maddow, not a Catholic.
She's a lesbian.
You're not going to get that good news from her. And you got to get with the program. Donald Trump, he's a guy. He's not as big as the Pope, but he's close. He's almost as good as the Pope.
He is infallible.
And he's going to give you good information.
Right. Yes. Well, that's wonderful, but I do object, Father Bruno, to your comment about Peter being the nephew of Satan. Peter's not even cloven-hooved. I don't think there's any lineage there.
Yeah, you have to actually be very, very careful when you are dealing with people that are pretending, people that mock the church, people that say sarcastic things about Jesus Christ, who is our personal Savior, and who will save the world along with Donald Trump.
Well, I look forward to that.
Wow.
Actually,
Donald Trump and Jesus, they're like the same person. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're very close. I mean, they're not literally
they're
the
very
same.
close. They're very close. They're both leaders. They're both strong. They're both powerful.
Yes.
And they always tell the truth. Just like Fox News and Sean Hannity. You want the truth, you tune in to Sean Hannity or some of the other people, but Sean Hannity, he's my favorite.
Oh, what is it that you like so much about Sean Hannity?
Well, he speaks, on every day with Donald Trump.
Right.
They're running things in the United States. Trump he's a good person. I mean, there's this new tariff on China. China is a threat. You got to understand this is a threat.
Right. Yes. Well, clearly.
Yeah. What has China ever done for the Vatican? Nothing. We couldn't get any penetration into that country.
Right.
Because of the communistas run it. It's godless commie scum running that country.
That's true. Yes. No penetration into China from the Vatican. I understand.
Yeah, but listen, I got to go now. I'm practicing another song, and I'm going to come on. When I get this song down.
Yes.
It's a really good song, and it's about love,
Oh. Love,
yeah.
Love for Jesus, or love for Fox News, or love for what?
Well, it all comes down to love of Jesus Christ,
well, yes.
our personal Savior and our model for good behavior.
Yes.
Not that, Peter White pays any attention to that. This guy is
thought I was off the hook
coming
there for
to
a
a different song. He's admitted it. He's not a Catholic.
Right. I left because of a creepy priest.
There you go again. One day I'm going to come into that studio, Peter White, and I'm going to yank your tongue out.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
See,
wow.
that's why they took me out of the church.
Yank your lying tongue out. You slander the church. You think it's a good idea. You think you're being funny because you're some kind of crazy shock jock on American radio. But we broadcast from the Vatican, and we have the word here. and the word according to Peter White. I'm not going to listen to that.
Oh, okay then.
Okay, that's all I got to say. I'm leaving now. Goodbye.
All right, goodbye, Father.
Man.
Father Bruno Sarducci, boy, did he give you a tongue lashing and
He
threaten
sure
to rip
did.
out your tongue. My goodness.
Right.
Jeez,
I'm
boy.
gonna stay away from him.
Well, he's, it's easy
That's
to
why
stay
my
away from
parents
him.
took me out of the.
Yeah. I mean, he's at the Vatican. That's for real? That's why your parents took you out?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. It was because you know when you make a when you make a confirmation.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So when you make a confirmation, you have to do some community service.
Okay.
So me and a bunch of guys from class, Jeff, my friend Jeff, and whatever, and we did landscaping up at a church in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm digging this whole thing or whatever. I'll make this quick.
Yeah.
And this guy is like swearing and stuff like that. He's a priest and he's swearing, trying to be cool with the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Finally, I went home and I told my mom, and this guy started calling my house, wanting to like, oh yeah, come on down to Boston and pick up a priest friend with me. And I was like, no, dude, I'm not going down to Boston with you.
Yeah.
And finally, he wouldn't leave it alone, so I told my mom and I gave it to her.
Oh.
Because I
Yeah.
was a smart enough kid not to know that,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
hey, buddy,
Yeah. Wow.
And that was it for me.
Wow, no kidding. And we have another call. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hey, Matt, how are you?
Good. Who's this?
Good. My name's Sam. I tuned in today expecting to see John Hopwood, and instead it looks like you've gone on John Hopwood.
John Hopwood. Well, we do have virtual John Hopwood here.
Jesus, buddy.
Got virtual John Hopwood? Where's he at?
Well, you can't actually see him.
I mean, it's not funny. It's nothing.
But virtual John Hopwood is always with us. And even when he's not, here in the computer, he's in our hearts.
This is true.
Yes, yes. So I haven't heard from the real John Hopwood today. I don't know where he is. Oh, he hung up, I think.
Wow.
My goodness. But the Hopwood thing, I think that was a callback to an earlier discussion.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
We've covered it all today.
We really have.
But so anyway, that story was a true story, and I never went on to make my confirmation, and that was it.
Wow.
I've been to church since, though.
Okay.
Like, with my grandmother on Easter or whatever. Like, I still did that stuff.
Yeah. But so
some people, I don't know. Hey.
So your parents are pulling you out of that. I mean, because it's kind of like they, not that I'm, it's almost like throwing the baby out with the bathwater to just like pull you out, but then not like try to figure out something else to keep you
focused on that. Well, you know what? It's like one of those things. I mean, you don't have a big relationship with the church like you used to, right? Did you ever have one?
When I was growing up, I did, yeah.
Right.
I went to a Catholic school from grade 2 to grade 8, St. John's.
And every Sunday church?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, see, I didn't have to do any of that. But so we weren't like really, we go with my grandparents. And like I said, I went to CCD, but I don't know, it was kind of a thing that was kind of going away or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like the 1950s.
Yeah.
Or,
So they weren't all in.
No, I would say no. My mother probably stuck me in there because of my grandmother. Said, "Oh, you better put him in the CCD."
That happens a lot. That generational thing.
Yeah,
that happens a lot.
And it was no big deal. We didn't, my mother was gonna. I think my mother called and complained.
Yeah,
and didn't like the results. She so she goes, "That's it."
Yeah. No, because I've heard so many people from our generation, and you probably have too, who have said that, like, I just had to go because my grandmother or my grandfather, it was important to them.
Right.
Not the parent, but the grandparent. I've heard so many people say that.
Yeah, it was just a thing. And most, if you didn't go to a Catholic school, you go to CCD. And it was, we went. I did it right from like first grade to 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah, yeah. See, it was important to my because my father is very Catholic, and he was actually studying. He was in the seminary studying for the priesthood when he met the woman who would eventually become my mother, and fell in love and realized, okay, the priesthood wasn't for him. But the weird thing about me not being confirmed is because my dad continued to be very involved in the church, And in fact, he gives out the wafer on Sunday. He's a Eucharistic minister now, so he's not a full priest, but he still
Body
does
of
the
Christ.
thing. Yes,
Body of Christ.
Amen. What are they? Transubstantiation, is that the term for that? When they go blah and everything changes. Anyway, but my dad actually taught a confirmation class.
Oh.
Where for a couple of months on Wednesday nights, I remember when I was a kid, there were these other kids who were a couple of years older than me who would come over, and my dad would sit with them in the living room and go over whatever. But for some reason, when I got to be their age, he never approached me about it, which I didn't understand at the time, but I didn't ask.
Which is fine. You didn't want to do it anyway, did you?
No. And I was already, at that age, I was already kind of over it. Like, I'm agnostic, and I pretty much was already by then.
Right.
I already...
You don't believe in an imaginary man in the sky?
Believe it or not, no. I know, it seems crazy, but by the time I was, 13, 14...
How dare you?
I know. It's incredible to think that there's not an invisible...
I'm not listening to this show anymore.
Yeah, that's probably why I have so many liberal positions. It's my godlessness. But... I'm pro-choice. I like immigrants, But, so I didn't really want to have to do it. And I don't know what happened. To this day, I've never asked him. But for whatever reason, he never brought it up to me. He never really pushed it on me. And yet, he taught this class that was, because confirmation, it's one of the 7 sacraments.
Right.
You're expected to do it,
Oh, no, you have to do it.
But somehow I slid by.
They actually, when you get confirmed, you have a confirmation name.
Yes.
They make you change your name, Matt.
Well, you don't change it. You add to it.
Right. Oh.
You get a second middle name, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Yeah. And
maybe you and I should go get confirmed.
Right. Wouldn't that be great? Well, I mean, it'd be a way to hedge our bets, because if we're wrong and there is an invisible man.
It's the same priest that's still there. I've been waiting for you.
Oh, no.
I've been waiting for you.
How awful would that be?
That's a nightmare. The guy was so creepy.
Yeah.
And made you feel uncomfortable. I was like, I'm later.
Did you ever run into him?
No.
No?
No. Wow. But he started calling the house.
Yeah.
Looking for me.
That's
just weird.
That is pretty weird.
And I'm like, Ma? And I just give her the phone. It's, the priest from, Saint blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Jeez. Right.
That is wild.
Like I said, I was always, I was raised in a very good way where, you know what? Always very smart about anyone like touching you or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be aware of your surroundings. Don't let anyone do,
right.
I was taught that at a very young age.
Right. Absolutely. Well, I mean, there was even a Different Strokes episode about it.
Well, that was a later one. Was that Dudley?
I don't remember. But I do remember it was a very special Different Strokes.
Right. A very serious one.
And I actually remember, for whatever reason, I remember the dialogue. I remember the kid saying, "He tried to touch me, Dad."
Oh, no.
I don't know why I remember that, but that stands out.
Well, you're going back. No, but that, what was scary about, like, some of these things that happen, though, is, like, especially in going back to the 1950s where, you had to go to church and you had to go to all your Sunday school and stuff like that. And,
yeah.
Like, hey, so-and-so said this at class. Like, the priest said this, and we were uncomfortable. You're going back, that he's a good man.
Right.
Like, well, no, but this is what he said. You know what I mean? Like, that happens.
Yeah, exactly. Ben Dion is in the Facebook live chat. I can't remember if I said hello to Ben or not. Of course, host of the weekly Dion, Thursdays at 6. Gia says, I totally get it. Wade Hall drives me nutty, but doesn't mind my snark team players. Fred Bonig from the Daily Ripple points out, Jesus wept, John 11:35. Because, of course, Father Bruno says, Jesus doesn't like that.
Right.
Stefan says, Pete is correct. More teary-eyed than a full Eric-type cry.
Right.
I'll probably get teary-eyed at least once at the Palace while Lydon performs with the Central Jazz Band. Proud tears.
That's tonight.
Oh, that's tonight? Wow.
Yeah.
And he says, did you cry at the end of Armageddon?
I don't remember the ending.
I've never seen Armageddon. That's
I
the
did
one with
see,
Bruce Willis, right?
He brought up his son Lydon, and I was talking about Grease 2 today, and Lydon is in The Maskers over at Central.
Oh.
So I said, next year for your big play, I'm trying to get him to do Grease 2. I saw him on the sidewalk today.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Angela Philbrook says, can Peter disclose which church had the creepy priest? Wondering if it is the same one I knew of.
A lot of creepy priests out there.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good ones, too. So you cannot.
Of course.
Of
course. There's a lot of good ones.
I don't want to say, I'm not going to say what parish it was.
Okay.
But it was here in Manchester.
Okay. All right. No, there's a lot of good ones, too. And it's important to, and it is important to clarify that, to make that distinction. Because, I mean, and too, and speaking about the church, I mean, it's not as though you have this entire organization that seems to coddle and protect these people from prosecution by moving them around. So,
right.
Oh, wait. Well, anyway, yeah. It probably was the same one.
Well, no, but I'm going to tell you, if you where you can see that, you go somewhere where you can see this whole city.
Yeah.
Right? All the buildings, everything.
You'll be able to see the steeple?
No, but we're loaded with steeples.
Yes.
I mean, there was a Catholic church in every neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And after all the big scandal came down, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they got rid of, I think St. Augustine's is gone. Some other church is in there now or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that true? I don't know. But a lot of these old churches have gone away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Have gone away. And there's, there's obviously the big ones left. But we'll say the parish that this happened to me at is still around.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, it wasn't a life-changing experience for me or anything, but
right.
I was like, this is creepy. Told my parents.
Yeah.
And, that was it.
Wow. Did you know New Hampshire is the least church-going state in the country?
I wouldn't know that, but yeah.
Yeah, we are.
I got kicked out once. You know how they go around with the basket?
Yeah.
I thought it was give a little, take a little.
How old were you?
No, I never did that. That was just my joke.
Oh, you should have run with it.
My afternoon joke.
Yes. Oh, your afternoon joke. Fred says, I hear a bit of Harvey Keitel, I think referring to Dr. Bruno, Father Bruno. Angela Philbrook says, can't even remember my confirmation name. Really?
Wow.
That seems like something you'd remember, doesn't it?
I saw Angela briefly today. I was on the phone.
Yeah?
But, she brought me some new markers.
Oh.
Yeah, for our match game.
Why? What?
Well, we have dry erase boards now, and we hold them up.
Oh, see, I haven't been on the morning show in a while. I didn't know you're
that's
all
what we do. That's where the herpes things comes from.
Oh, you can get herpes from markers?
No, but that's where I wrote herpes, and then I showed it, and I said I have herpes.
Oh, I gotcha.
You know what I mean? That was my answer.
Oh, right, yes. Yes, of course, the infamous...
I definitely, I have herpes.
Yes.
Definitely do.
Wow. Well, oh my goodness.
I don't know why.
Well...
I don't know why.
Well, we're well past the top of the hour, so we'll take a break, and I'm going to play this song. This might sound random, but we were talking about it earlier. This De La Soul track, a roller skating jam named Saturdays.
Ooh, yeah.
Or is it just called Saturdays, and somebody got clever with the title?
Well, it's
this is from their official YouTube.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
5 days of work.
Huh.
1 whole day of play.
Now, you play this once in a while on your show, right?
I do on Saturdays during Saturday night mixtape.
You play really?
I play it on the radio, like on Saturday nights sometimes, like Saturday after all the replays go.
Yeah.
I just
so you pick all the music for that Saturday night mixtape?
I do.
Do you pick the music for the Friday show, The Cellar? Is that you?
That's
or is
me.
that Joe? That is you.
That's me.
Yeah, dude, you pick some great stuff.
Oh, really? The Cellar? Yeah.
I love that show. I totally love that show.
Oh, yeah. I try to, you gotta, first of all, you gotta make sure that there's no cussing or anything in the song.
Right.
Because there are some pretty hard rocking songs out there that will throw out an S-bomb or an F-bomb. And, but lately I've been playing some older ones.
Yeah.
Because they're safe.
Yeah.
Like Stone Cold by Rainbow.
I was driving the other night listening to that when you played it. Yeah. Yeah, you play some great, because sometimes on that show I'll hear stuff I haven't heard in so long, and it's like, wow.
Right. Is he playing Wasp?
Like, geez, you played, this was months ago, but I remember I was listening one night, and there was Giving Yourself Away by Rat.
Oh, that's great.
Like their one ballad, and I was like, oh my God, I'd forgotten what a great song this is.
It is a good song.
Yeah.
And it was a later song for them.
It was kind of at the end. I think it was probably their last big hit.
Right.
Yeah. But I was like, wow.
I was a fan of Rat back in the day.
Oh, we all were.
I mean, come on. Back for More.
Oh, yeah.
Or Invasion of Your Privacy, that record.
Yeah.
With Lay It Down.
Oh, yeah.
And You Take the Midnight Subway Train.
You're in Love.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. They had a lot of hits if you think about it.
Oh, yeah. What you give is what you get.
Yeah.
That's a great record.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, we'll give this a spin. So this is De La Soul. This is a roller skating jam named Saturdays. And then we'll be back with more Matt Connarton Unleashed. We're live on WMNH 95.3 FM. Don't go anywhere.
Thursday night. Boy was high, girl fly like kite. They hold hands until next day. Boy, then let's go hit his way. Boy rolls blunt back to his boy. Girl direction brings bad boy joy. Boy thinks of that big fat fat. Big black fat, love big black fat. Girl calls boy to stand him up on Saturday. Saturday. Saturday is a Saturday. It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday. Saturday is a Saturday. Saturday is a Saturday.
Once more with the wallop in the score. Sponsored by the riff shit and make you rock your hip. Revival of the roller boogie in a ricochet to make you think about the time we spoke fun instead of diving for a piece of metal shit of joke. Your life. Slip your butt to the fix of this mix. Toss that briefcase, it's time to let loose. Cause you work like heck to get the weekend check. So unfasten that sleeper on your neck. Connected like a vibe from the wheel to the foot. Come on everybody, get the funky output.
5 days you work, 1 whole day to play. Come on everybody, wear your roller skates today. It's Saturday, 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 it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday,
Now as you pump your fists, I reminisce to a bounce rock skate roll fest to impress. Hey pretty diamond, do you like the way I'm dressed? Cool, keep the faith and be my mate, cause all we need is feet. But promote the hustle cause it keeps me thin. No need to talk, look, you just walked in.
Is there a dread on skate?
Yes, man.
So kick the wham on this jam.
Oh, Mr. Sprinkler, Mr. Sprinkler. Wet me for one, Mr. Sprinkler. I'm heating high five and a day's no split. With a yawn, I trip to the dawn. Out comes the bodies following the one idea. It's clear. Rattle to the roll. Hold back up the track, grab your roller skates, y'all. And let's zip on by. Zippity doo, now let's zip on by. Feet on the weed and we're feeling high. Sun is on thick and the cheese is rolling thick. Come on, it's no time to hide. Season is twist, spinning and winning. No hack and sack, let me in. Spill on the bottom away, but it's okay. It's a Saturday. Now let's all get baked like Anita.
Watch Mr. Lawn, don't look at the Peter.
Feel on the farm, I'll feel on the.
Hey, watch that.
It's a Saturday.
Now is the time to act the fool tonight. Forget about your worries and you will be alright. It's Saturday, 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 it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday,
everybody. Welcome back. It's hour number 2, hour number 2 of Matt Connarton Unleashed. We're live on WMNH 95.3 FM in downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Streaming at WMNHradio.org and on the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page. And, of course, I'm here with Peter White of The Morning Show with Peter White. How are you, sir?
I'm doing okay.
Yes. You, of course, The Morning Show weekdays from 7 to 9 a.m. and then a replay from 2 to 4
Is that too much?
p.m. Is what
Is
what
that
too
just
much?
too much?
What, having the replay there
Right,
from 2 to 4?
right.
Well, you know what I like about the replay is I get to listen to it because I'm not really a morning guy.
Right.
I don't know if you
right.
know this about me, but I'm usually unconscious.
You're an afternoon guy.
When you're well, yes, and I tend to stay up very, very late.
A lot of teachers say that too. They'll catch the beginning, the first half hour.
Yeah.
And then they got to go, do their stuff at school, but they'll catch the rest of the show on the replay.
Right, exactly. And it's perfect too. Like on my way here, I listen, and it works out. It works out very well.
When I'm not here, I listen to your show too. So there you have it.
Well, thank you. Well, you don't listen to my show when you are here?
Oh, no, I do. But when I'm not here, I do.
I get what you
see me
mean.
in the Facebook Live room.
Yeah, no, that is true. Hello to Wayne Noel in the Facebook Live chat. The number to call, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. Did we talk? Oh, yeah, we talked about that last time you were here, right? The fashion show. You've been here since then, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's old news now.
I know what I'm thinking of. You earlier, and then there was a call, so we didn't get to it. You were starting to tell a story, something regarding your ex-wife.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about being moved.
Yes.
And this is really ridiculous.
Okay.
So
is it ridic, as the young people say now?
Well,
I think
I thought I invented that word, but people tell me I didn't.
I've
been saying it for years.
I hear the young people say that. Oh, that's ridic.
Right, because I started saying that back in the 90s.
Did you really?
I did.
You started it. You're a pioneer.
There's a few people out there that will say that I started that word.
Took a while for it to catch on. That's all.
So anyway, me and my ex-wife, my wife at the time, we had
yes.
we had just had Abigail.
Yes.
Okay, so we're home taking care of this baby in the afternoon because I worked in the overnights back then.
Oh.
And so it was afternoon, and Oprah Winfrey was on.
Yeah.
And we're just sitting on the couch, all tired from infant being in the house. And Oprah happened to have one of Oprah Winfrey's, I guess, favorite shows of all time is Mary Tyler Moore.
Okay.
And she had Mary Tyler Moore on the show.
Oh.
And she had she was doing a special on Mary Tyler Moore where she actually had the set all set up.
Oh, really?
Right.
Oh, wow.
And then Mary Tyler Moore surprised her and came out.
Oh.
And she started crying. Oprah, she was a surprise for her.
Yeah.
And then my eyes started to water up. This is going back to 1998.
Wow.
97.
Yeah.
And I look at her and we're laughing like, oh my God, why are we crying? Our eyes were watering up to this stupid thing on Oprah.
Wow.
Like, I don't know why. I don't know why.
Oprah made you cry.
It doesn't make me sad now.
Right.
But at that moment, you could almost,
Well, I assume at that moment it didn't make you sad. It just made you
emotional because it was it was emotional for Oprah, I guess.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I realized today some of the stuff that I've said on the radio. I'm a pretty weird dude.
You think so?
Grease 2?
Yeah, that is weird. I mean, most people haven't even seen Grease 2.
Right.
But,
no, but that was and you know what? She could tell you this. She would describe that moment the same way.
Really? Yeah.
Oh yes.
Huh. Wow. All right. I cried at. What was the end of not cried but got
Family Ties,
teared up. No, I don't even remember the series finale of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
You cried.
I didn't cry, but I teared up.
Really?
Yeah. Did you ever see it?
Well, not the end. No.
You never saw the final one?
No, I've only seen. I'm really not a Star Trek guy.
Oh, you don't need to be.
No, I know
to enjoy it.
Really?
To enjoy the. Oh yeah.
Featuring Whoopi Goldberg.
She played Gagnon on the show. Yes,
right.
Yes, and she figured into the final episode. Yeah, it was a 2-hour special, and it was really good. But
Wow.
yeah, I was a little choked up at the end.
Really? Well, that's okay.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you cry at the end of Battlestar Galactica?
No, I never watched it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember the TV show when Galactica 1980, where they actually landed on Earth, and it was the guys from Battlestar Galactica, but they were on Earth in like 1980?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, and they talked. Lauren Green stayed in the spaceship.
Okay.
Right. Lauren Green.
I don't.
Doesn't even sound right. Lauren Green stayed in the spaceship.
Right. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. Yeah.
Because you think of him as one of the Cartwrights on the Bonanza show.
Oh, I never watched that. I mean, I'm aware of it, obviously.
Well,
but
you
I
know
never
who
watched it.
Lauren
But I
Green
knew,
is.
right, yeah. He did a bunch of shows, right?
Well, he used to hawk Alpo dog food.
Yes, yes. I just broke this pen.
That's all right.
I do that. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've broken several of them.
I do it too.
You know, is it this? I wonder if it's the same reason I do, because I fidget. I fidget with them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah. I do have some potentially devastating news. According to my favorite website, Right Wing Watch, Pat Robertson, you're familiar with Pat Robertson,
Sure.
right? The right-wing Christian broadcaster. He's now saying that the passage of the Equality Act will cause God to destroy America.
Oh, good.
This is pretty upsetting. I don't have time for America to be destroyed. I have a busy schedule.
Right. A very positive guy.
Yes. I mean, I thought I supported
Come on.
this kind of thing, but, well, this is what he's claiming. He says, he said it on the 700 Club this morning. He warned that the passage of the Equality Act, which seeks to add protections against discriminations on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity to existing civil rights laws, will cause God to destroy America. How do you think he would do it, though? Like, would he send a plague to kill us all? Would he send some locusts? I mean,
I don't know.
yeah.
We'd all get herpes.
That's probably, that doesn't
It doesn't kill you, though.
kill you, though. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, I don't know what he would do. It's odd that you bring that up, though.
Right.
The herpes.
I definitely, I have herpes.
Oh, that's why, yes.
Right.
It says Robertson was interviewing religious right activist Matt Staver of Liberty Counsel about the legislation, which Staver declared to be, quote, the biggest threat to religious freedom and freedom in general and sanctity of human life ever to be considered in Congress. Following the interview, Robertson urged his viewers to contact their members of Congress and the White House and voice their opposition to the bill. And this is what he said. He said, quote, this is a devastating blow to religious freedom and the sanctity of America. If you want to bring the judgment of God on this nation, you just keep this stuff up. You know, I was reading in Leviticus where it said, because of these things, the land will vomit you out. Vomit you out.
Well, here's the thing. These things, I'm assuming he means, gays, lesbians.
Yes,
Right, all
yes.
right, okay.
The people ruining
But here-
America.
But
yes.
here's the thing. It's not a new thing.
Right.
This has been going on way before all of us.
You don't believe it's a liberal conspiracy to
I do not.
bring about Sharia law or something. I don't know what these people think is going to happen.
Yeah, I you know what? Because people didn't talk about it back then. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Oh, it's Matt. Oh, yeah, we don't talk about Matt.
Hey.
Well, no, but I just...
Oh, you're just, you're
I'm
just using that
you
name as a random example.
Yes.
Right, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, what's that Matt doing now? Is he married?
He's never been married. He's in his 40s
Right.
and he's still never been married. It's very strange. He
Yeah.
doesn't have any children.
Did he
It's
go
very
with
strange.
anyone?
Pat Robertson also said, quote, I think God will say, I've had it with America. If you do this kind of stuff, I'm going to get rid of you as a nation. There is plenty of stuff that is going on. When you look at the potential of atomic war, when you look at the potential of a solar strike or something on our electric grid, you could go down the line of devastation that could happen to our nation. We don't want that. We want the blessing of God, not the curse of God.
I feel like I'm in CCD again.
I
Jeez.
know. Well, it is terrifying. So he thinks it'll be like an atomic exchange of weapons or perhaps a solar flare if we If we start being a little too nice to gay people, this is what will occur.
Just ridiculous.
Well,
so ridiculous. If you believe that, if anyone believes that, it's ridiculous.
Yes.
Like, absolutely.
But Pat Robertson, though, of all people, so he says all this kind of stuff, right? But did you know Pat Robertson is not a creationist?
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Isn't that weird? Like, he's on board with all this other stuff, right? And yet he says creationists are foolish and they've been duped, and that the earth is, in fact, billions of years old, not thousands.
Oh.
And he does not take the book of Genesis literally. But of all people, you wouldn't expect him to be the reasonable one on that, and yet he is. Isn't that weird?
That guy just never goes away.
I know. Well, he's well into his 80s. He'll be going away. He's like 89 years old.
How long did it take you when you were watching Davy and Goliath as a kid to realize it was propaganda for the I think it was the Lutheran Church, I believe.
I don't remember realizing that as a kid.
No, because it was a great show.
Yeah.
Like, you liked it, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it wasn't my favorite thing.
I know, but what else was on at 7 o'clock on a Sunday morning?
Well, that's true. Well, I wasn't up that early on a Sunday, as we discussed earlier.
Even as a little kid?
Yeah, I'm not exactly a morning person.
Even as a kid, though?
Well, the thing is, I'd have to, I'd probably get up more like around 9, and then we'd be at church by 10.
Oh, that's
because I had to do that.
By the time that's over, the day's all done.
I know. That's how it felt.
Like, oh, great, it's 1 o'clock.
Well, no. Like, be at church by 10, be out by like 11.
Then you go out to lunch?
Yeah, we'd go to McDonald's, get me a Filet-O-Fish.
Okay.
I just saw Jim O'Connell wave. So, it wouldn't be that. It would feel like the day was already shot, but it would only be like noon. But something about starting it out with church did make it feel like...
Oh, right. And I mean, it just sometimes just goes on and on.
And then just knowing...
Standing, sit.
Oh, yeah.
Kneel.
With the Catholics.
Stand.
It's like, it was like
Simon Says.
Like, or like a Richard Simmons jazzercise thing where you're just, doing all this stuff. But that's probably why Catholics are more physically fit than, Lutherans or whoever, because of the standing, sitting, kneeling thing.
Okay.
You're getting a workout.
Then by that time that's all done, you have to get up and go get your wafer.
Right, exactly. Well, because then you need to replenish, right? So that's how you get the carbs back into you, is with the wafer.
And then you get back to your seat, you're waiting for everyone to finish, and then you're waiting for, you got about 10 minutes left.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Once you get the wafer, your day's almost, well, not your day's almost done, but your shift sitting in church. That's how I used to think about it. It was like a shift.
When I was a little kid, I always used to look. We used to go out to St. Peter's in Auburn because my grandmother lived. He lived in Manchester, but we go out by the lake, and that was their parish. And I always used to read the stained glass.
Yeah,
and because it tells a story. I think at St. Peter's, it's the Stations of the Cross type thing, but it's And sometimes, the sun would come in and, cause beautiful stained glass windows. But, I mean, I remember just reading it.
Yeah. We have a call. Oh, boy, I wonder if this is Father Bruno calling back. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
It's DDG again. Since you guys are picking on the Catholic Church, I got a funny story to tell you real quick.
Yes.
Last year, I went to this event at St. Catherine's. And this priest, he's a famous guy. He goes on ETWN and stuff, and he's well liked and stuff. And he was telling everybody, this is a 4-night thing. And this is the first night I was there, and he says, you know what? He says, I don't want anybody leaving early. I'll tell you, I'll leave before the mass is over. He goes, if you leave early,
you're going to hell.
He says you might as well just turn around. Oh yeah, first he said you're going to hell. If you leave early. He said, this is what he said. Yeah, he said, you might as well turn around and spit on the cross. And I'm saying to myself, what the heck is this guy saying?
Right.
Wow.
He was out of control. So I did not go the next 3 nights. And I'm saying to myself, this guy's out of control.
It's out of control.
Something like that. I told my folks that I was going to church their whole life. Even my folks said, That's out of control.
Yeah, it is.
More or less. So I asked a friend of mine who's a deacon in the Catholic Church. I said, what happens if you show up late for church? He goes, oh, that's fine. He says, as long as you don't leave early.
Wow.
Jesus, buddy.
But isn't that awful to say that as a Catholic priest?
Yeah. I'm going to...
Saying this in a Catholic church, if you leave early, you might as well just turn around and spit on the cross.
You know what?
I thought that was the most horrible thing I ever heard.
Right.
You know what? But you know what, though, Peter, the next time Easy G is on your show and he tries to leave early, I think you should say to him, hey, Easy G, if you're going to leave early, you might as well just spit on the cross.
I know, but this is a Catholic priest saying this in a Catholic church.
Well, Peter was Catholic a little bit when he was a
That's
kid.
probably why
so he
I
can
don't go
say
to
it.
Catholic churches that often anymore.
Right.
I go to Protestant church, Episcopal church.
You don't need a
Sometimes
mouthy
I hang out
priest.
at the Manchester Christian Church.
All right, Eric goes to all the
And I
other
don't seem to
churches.
have those kind of crazy people at the. I don't seem to have those kind of people at the. That say these crazy things at the other churches.
Right.
My Catholic friends will say, "Why do you don't hang out at the Catholic Church anymore that often?"
Right.
I said, that's one of the reasons.
You should try the Mormon church.
I mean, this is a horrible
They
thing
don't
to
say
say.
anything crazy. Well, it's that guy was hardcore. Maybe he was. I wonder if it was the same priest that
I don't think that guy's around.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
I just think. I
I was
don't know.
horrified. I couldn't believe what he was saying. And then
Right.
the friends I went with that day said, "Oh yeah, he when he said he wasn't that bad, wasn't that bad."
Well, the first, I'll tell you where you went wrong. Spitting on the cross,
Yeah, that was over the line. Shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, like I said, he was a Catholic priest, and he was supposedly well liked. He's a guy that's been on EDWN. It's one of the big channels there that they have on
My
the
dad
Catholic
watches that.
University and stuff.
Yep.
Like, wow.
So what are you
what's going
doing?
on
What are
here?
you
This
doing
guy's
right
out
now?
of control.
Are you watching TV after Matt's show's done? Are you going to watch TV?
Some ETWN?
Oh, I don't have that channel. It's a cable channel.
Well, I know, but okay.
Yeah,
Are you going to watch Channel 9?
He's a famous Catholic priest, and he's saying these crazy things.
I know. You said it 5 times.
It's like the entertainment report.
Right.
It's the same thing over
Is
and
this
over.
going to be in your entertainment report?
No, it probably won't be. I know. I had to tell you that crazy story.
No, it's crazy. What happened?
This happened like over a year ago. It still kind of haunts me. It's like, wow,
I can't
why
believe
would
that
that guy say that? It was
Why would he say that?
he's so negative.
Right. What did he say to you again?
Oh boy.
I mean, it's
All
not
right, I gotta
funny.
go.
It's nothing.
Bye.
All right, Ease.
Bye-bye, EZG. Wow.
What happened?
Oh, my goodness. Well, a famous, he said it was a famous priest. I don't know.
Are there any?
I guess. Well, isn't Franklin Graham coming to speak in Manchester? What, didn't I hear that at EZG's Entertainment Report?
I think we've been hearing it all year. I really do.
The son of course, famous wrestler, superstar Billy Graham, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he's coming to speak, isn't he?
Yeah, but when, though? I don't even pay attention when he's reading the report.
We should...
I do pay attention. Sorry. Eric.
Right? We should find out when that's happening, and we should go just to kind of hedge our bets a little bit. What if we're wrong?
Oh, I don't even think I could sit through that.
You know what, people... I never hear anyone point this out. What if, because people talk about, well, is there an afterlife? Is there not an afterlife? And, hopefully there is, and wouldn't it be nice if there is? But then I think, here's what no one ever thinks of, though. What if there is an afterlife, and what if it sucks?
That's right. Or maybe this is what sucks, and the afterlife is great.
Well, that would be, that's what Christians believe, right? This is the part that sucks.
I don't know. I never was confirmed.
And then we get our reward, right, in the afterlife. But what if the afterlife actually sucks? And in the afterlife, you're stuck with that for eternity, whatever it is. Which kind of sounds like hell. But what if what if there is a heaven, but heaven is not that cool?
Right.
But you're stuck with it. Like there's no option to get out. You're already dead, so you're not going to die.
And what do you do all day?
Yeah, what do you do?
I mean, I don't think you have to go to the bathroom in heaven.
Right.
I don't think you have to do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
There's no bathrooms in heaven. Why
wish-
would there need to be a bathroom?
I wish Glenn were here.
You probably don't eat in heaven.
Glenn would know
Because
if
if
there's
you
bathrooms.
ate in heaven,
You'd have to go to the
you
bathroom.
would need a bathroom.
Right.
I mean, is there music in heaven? Can we listen to music, or is it just like, do we go to the harp concert?
Oh boy, yeah. See,
harp.
that's why I'm saying, what if heaven's not that great?
Here's what I think. And if it's comforting and you want to think there's a heaven or whatever, it can be whatever heaven you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Tim Conway is finding that out right now.
That's true. He died age 85, I believe.
Right.
So
He's probably in the waiting line right now.
He's gonna, and you know what?
He's being processed.
He's gonna get to meet Eric's Uncle Al.
Oh, wow.
Well, he might
Uncle
be
Al probably got up this morning saying, "Oh, Tim Conway's coming."
Right? Maybe he has my sweater with him.
Wow.
Wouldn't that be great if Tim Conway has Uncle Al's sweater that Eric lost?
Yeah, we replaced it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we did. Daryl, courtesy of Daryl Dion.
Really?
Yeah, he had almost the same sweater.
Really?
This one's just not as frayed and linty.
Does Daryl smell like Uncle Al?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, then it's kind of not the same.
It smells like Uncle Daryl.
Yeah, but Eric wants his Uncle Al's aroma, I would think. Aroma's not the right word.
Right.
Scent.
It's not even Eric's uncle. It's his ex-wife's uncle.
Well, that's what kind of was odd to me about the whole thing, that it would matter that much.
Well, because he's just like a shirt you've had for 20 years.
Unless maybe it's the kind of thing where he likes, maybe Eric liked his ex-wife's family more than his ex-wife. Like back in the early 2000s, or the aughts, as some people say. I think it sounds funny to say aughts.
Yeah.
Although to say 2000s also sounds funny, so you kind of can't win. I dated this girl. I won't say her name in case she's listening. But
say it, playa.
All right. Let's just say it rhymes with pickhole. And
Wait a second. It rhymes with what?
Pickhole, which isn't even a word, but
okay.
it rhymes with that.
I see. Okay.
And
Nikki.
No, but so I just remember her and I breaking up, and I was glad because we weren't getting along. But I didn't miss her at all. But I missed her family. She had a wonderful family, and they were really good to me. And I just remember sitting around thinking, man, I miss her family.
Right.
So I wonder if it's the same thing with Eric. Like he,
well, when people break up, you lose friends.
Yeah,
you lose. They choose sides.
So maybe hanging on to Uncle Al's sweater was a way of,
hanging on to Holly.
Yeah, or maybe he liked Holly's family more than he liked Holly. I don't know. I mean, unless the whole family filed a restraining order against him, in which
I think
case,
the key word's restraining order.
Yes.
Or words.
Yeah, those are key words. Those are key words in determining that something went very poorly.
Yes.
Usually if there's a restraining order involved.
Makes sense.
How did he lose the sweater again?
He left it at the fashion show. So you can see why someone would want to pick that up. Oh, baby, someone left that behind?
I would think someone would have put it in some sort of lost and found type scenario, and then he could get it back.
Again, Eric's a celebrity. So, maybe someone grabbed it. I'm getting an Easy G sweater.
That's true. They don't realize it's actually Uncle Al's sweater. Like, they've got the sweater thinking, oh, it smells like Easy G. This is great. He's famous. And it actually smells like Uncle Al.
And Uncle Al hasn't been around in 20 years.
Right. Yes.
Damn.
Uh-huh. We have another call. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
I wasn't going to call again, but since you brought up my name again.
Yes.
Yeah, Uncle Al, he was a great guy. I always got along with him. He even gave me his old beat-up car once.
No way.
Wow.
I can't even believe you drove.
Yeah, he did it. I had it for like a year, and I drove it right to the ground.
Oh, did you lose that somewhere? Did you drive it somewhere and then just kind of lose it?
It lasted about a year, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was on his last leg, but he said, hey, you want my old car? And I'm driving it in the morning. He was like 90 years old. And,
what kind of car?
oh, God, I don't remember. Me and cars, I don't remember. My father, the king of all farts, he would remember what kind of car it was. But it was a good car. It lasted about a year, and then it died.
Right.
But, yeah, Uncle Al, he was the best. I always go along with Uncle Al. There was no restraining orders. from
Okay.
Uncle Al, and his wife Aunt Evie.
So you did prefer Uncle Al to Holly, it sounds like, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, we and Holly used to get along. Obviously, we got married at one point in life,
Right.
and it all went down the toilet after a while, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, 'cause you're probably talking to her
and
nonstop.
I still have Aunt Evie's Thanksgiving button, so I haven't lost that one yet. So.
I hope our relationship, yours
But
and mine.
as years go on, there's less and less items from the holidays. I still have the bike though from Holly's father, who's legally blind. But of course, I haven't been able to jump on the bike this year because of my rotten feet and legs. So.
Oh wow!
Right, I've seen your bike.
But hey, I haven't been with that girl since 2008. So as the years go on, there's going to be less and less.
Right, it's only been
stuff
11
left
years.
up. I don't know if I ever told you that story, Peter White. The first week we were married, I lost my wedding ring.
Oh no!
You like to lose things.
I
Wow.
did. So I don't know if that was a bad sign about the whole marriage falling apart down the road, but
Yeah, that's a
then
bad
I ended
omen.
up getting another one, or I got pennies, and then I lost that one too.
Oh no!
So I purchased a third one, I think at pennies for $100, and I still have that one, but it wasn't blessed by the priest, the Catholic priest.
Well, thank God.
Here we go, the Catholic priest again. Oh boy. If that wasn't a bad sign, that the marriage was not going to work out in the long run.
Right, a
When
total
you lose
sham.
your wedding ring the first week.
Right.
Jesus, buddy.
Right, a total
Leave
sham.
it to Easy G, right?
That's all
right.
right, man. You'll find
Oh,
love.
boy.
You'll find love again.
Yes, like
Another funny story. Well, I got to go.
All right,
All right.
ECG. Thank you. All right, bye bye.
Time for him to rest.
Not so much a
That was
story.
a heartfelt story.
More of an anecdote, really. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
What a guy.
Fred Bonig sent me a great song to close the show in a couple minutes. Trailer Park in Heaven by Nancy McLean and the Trailer Park Troubadours. Thank you, Fred, for sending that. Fred's a radio guy. He's on in Pennsylvania. Hello to Christian Grace in the Facebook live chat. There's a new name I don't think I've seen before. Rhonda Ostrowitz Favero joins us. Let's see. Rhonda says, quit dissing Easy G.
Ooh, Rhonda.
We would never. Angela Philbrook says, or maybe this is the afterlife.
Great.
Wow.
We're
All right.
stuck here.
Great. Fred says, reward for free sounds socialist, referring to your reward when you go to heaven.
Oh.
Yes. Angela says, it might just be a big scam, this whole afterlife thing. That's kind of where I'm leaning. I don't think it's
You could
true.
only hope. You could only hope, like you said.
Yeah.
If there is.
I mean, it's a nice idea. I mean, not to get maudlin about it,
I
but
mean, do we all have apartments up there?
oh,
I mean, or do we all just like live together? Do we wear clothes?
oh, that's
Are we naked?
These are all good questions. I assume it doesn't get cold in heaven,
Right.
I
You're
would
just
hope.
naked all the time.
Right. Oh, that
But it's,
could
but
be.
it's no big deal. It's not like being naked down here.
That would be awkward. I'm awfully hairy.
But you're not going to care.
Maybe I won't have body hair in heaven.
No, that stays.
Oh no. Well, that's no good.
I don't know.
Oh, hello to Wade Hall in the Facebook live chat. Wade, I hope you're doing better. Wade was in, or maybe still is in the hospital. So, yeah, I mean, it's not a particularly pleasant thing to think about. You know, you go through all this struggle and strife in life, and then your reward at the end of it is you just cease to exist. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, after all that.
After all that, you know. But, well, we're just about out of time, Peter White. This
Oh, my
has been-
God. It
This
went
has
by
been
fast.
wonderful. It does. It goes by quick. Always nice to see you, my friend.
I know it's a late day for me here.
Yes, this is. Don't forget, of course, the morning show with Peter White every morning. Well, not every morning. Weekday mornings, I should say. 7 to 9 a.m. here on WMNH 95.3 with a replay from 2 to 4.
I think, you know what? If we put one episode on Sunday, you could say every day. Because it plays on Saturday.
Oh, that's true. Because Saturday you have pretty much like the best of the week. Like it's, what is it, 3-4 episodes in a row?
Yeah.
On Saturday? The best of?
Yeah. I play them all.
You do?
Yeah. It starts at 5 a.m. 5 to 7, 7 to 9, and then it picks up again at noon.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. 'Cause
Well, we got to let other people be on the radio.
Right, that's true. And I'm not an early riser, so I didn't know you had that super early.
Yeah. Kyle,
okay, so you do play
Kyle
them all.
show plays, Ben show plays. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, very good. And, of course, everything is archived at WMNHradio.org. You can get them at your leisure. Org. So we will, a lot of people don't know that. Speaking of pronouncing things correctly, org is actually pronounced org.
Org.
I'm like one of the few people who says it correctly. I'm like the only one, apparently. I looked it up and everything. I read it online. So, all right, Peter, thank you so much again.
Thank you.
And we're going to get out of here with this is Trailer Park in Heaven by Antsy McLean and the Trailer Park Troubadours from their album Double Wide and Dangerous.
Ooh. Keep it right here.
They've got many mansions, and the good Lord, He's preparing one for me. Well, now, Jesus, don't you go to too much trouble, 'cause I'm a simple man. I ain't too hard to please. Well, I hope they got a trailer park in heaven, just a place for this poor boy to rest his soul. Yes, I hope they got a trailer park in heaven. If they don't, I might think twice before I go. I don't ask for much, Lord, just a place to call my own. I don't need no mansion, Lord, to make me feel at home. You don't have to set me in some fancy house on high, 'cause I was born a redneck and that ain't changing once I die. Well, I hope they got a trailer park in heaven, just a place for this poor boy to rest his soul. Yes, I hope they got a trailer park in heaven. If they don't, I might think twice before I go. Now that old Hank Sr.'s got his double wide nearby, Patsy Cline's mayor, I wouldn't be surprised. And every night at sundown, we'll end up at Patsy's place, sitting around her patio, we'll sing, oh, amazing grace. How sweet the sound of music, Patsy, Hank, and me will sing, sitting around that lava lamp and not worried about a thing. Well, I hope they got a trailer park in heaven, just a place for this poor boy to rest his soul. Yes, I hope they got a trailer park in heaven. If they don't, I might think twice before I go. Well, my truck won't need no streets of gold, just some jumper cables when it gets cold. But it won't be no paradise without a Walmart up the road. Well, I hope they got a trailer park in heaven, just a place for this poor boy to rest his soul. Yes, I hope they got a trailer park in heaven. If they don't, I might think twice before I go. If they don't, I might think twice before I go. If they don't, I might think twice before I go.
IPMNation.com.